Yeah, so we're back at it. Welcome, fellow artists, to Lyricology 101. I still don't have my channel back yet, but we're here today. We're back with going into back into Loopy Pro. I kind of wanted to dive a little bit deeper into what we have here. I'm not necessarily gonna make a bunch of stuff for you guys today, but I want to show you guys. I probably will make some stuff, you know I am. But I wanted to show you guys how to customize your setup and kind of go more in depth in the features of Loopy Pro. I was just kind of messing with it, and I discovered a few more things. As far as how I have it set up in the previous videos, I have my whole setup shown to you guys. You know, pretty much how to do it the way I'm doing it. And hold on, let me make one more adjustment real quick. I hope that's not too loud, but maybe that'll help me out because I notice when I make certain adjustments on the mixer, it comes out really bad on the other end. But yeah, back to it though. So what I want to show you guys is the other features like the mixing board, the mixer, and how I have everything routed. Just kind of going more in depth on how my setup is set up, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to basically customize it and make changes to your layout. So right now I have my XY pads on my yeah,
It's not my koala effect.
and I think I'm gonna change that because I noticed that when I use my koala effects, I have a few options, but it just doesn't work as smooth as just pulling up the effects and making it happen, right? Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, uh, in this case, I had it here as a shortcut, but I think I want to change this to maybe a filter pad, and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna do it. This isn't the original layout. I made my own template, but it's so easy to do if I just bring up the customization menu at the bottom left corner. Yeah, everything is pretty much laid out in a way that you can add another piece to the puzzle like it's nothing. The original was 2 rows of 5, I believe, and I cut it down to 4 rows of 6. To me, it just it works well with my Newmark orbit, and visually, it just kind of works for me. It's a good stimulus. It just keeps me in line with what I have in front of me. And then on this side, I had these knobs that also was another experiment that didn't work out. These were pretty much going to be attached to my controller. I was going to have this attached to my controller and make adjustments and have it affect Tornado. But I just couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get it to connect the way I wanted to, or at least be as responsive as I wanted it to be. So I can get it to move and react to the knob, but it's not moving at my speed, and I need it to move at my speed. If I need to change an effect as soon as possible, I need that to happen. So yeah, with koala effects, the problem I was having with this is I'll get my effect
The way I wanted to.
but
But the
at the same
thing,
time, it cuts off my koala effects for when I do future effects. So if I want to jump right into it, I got to turn it back on, clear it, and keep it going. And to me, it's just you know, mere seconds can change how long somebody's watching you create a new beat. But anyway, back to the customization. So here, actually, you guys are gonna watch me do it. We'll do it while we're live. So what I want to do is basically just get rid of this whole set of boxes here because they're not gonna serve me. At the bottom, at the very bottom of the list, when you go into customization mode, you have the option to add a new clip. But yeah, if you don't want the clip, you can delete it, or I can just undo what I did. The undo feature is amazing. Don't forget about the undo feature. I just now kind of got used to it on Loopy HD. There is no undo button technically. So on here, it's amazing that this is even a feature. So the undo button is great for when you make a mistake on a loop, or if you overdub and you messed up on your overdub, which completely destroys your previous loop and the loop you're recording on. You can undo it and your loop will be preserved. It's perfect. Um, so yeah, also, so yeah, we can add a clip. We can add one shots, right? One shots are cool, and that's what I'm gonna be replacing these with one shot. So we're not gonna put it in now, but I'm just showing you what we can add here. You can change parameters here. You can change. This is basically, I made it small because you can customize the shape of every object here. So like you could actually extend the size of it by just holding down for a second and going down to the bottom right or left and just extending it. And yeah, you get a whole freaking meter. Like, and you can do whatever you want to. You can attach these parameters to anything. You can work on press, release, hold, all this shit that you use for your pads or what you use for your loops. You can use here. It works perfectly. But yeah, I used it for myself and it was cool. Like I said, I got reaction response time. It's just a little. It's not on the level I need it to be. The response time isn't the best. Um, so yeah. Let me. Oh yeah. Let me clear that out. So yeah, I undid it and I changed the size back, and then I undid it to delete it. If you want to delete it another way, the best way to do it is just to hold it, and you'll get the copy and delete option. Copy works if you have the same parameters and you just want to duplicate the parameters and move it over, and delete, of course, deletes it. To me, undo is just faster. I actually have a button for undo, so when I want to trigger an undo, I just hit that joint and it's out of there. Um, yeah, let's see. A few more meters. Booyah. This is also, I believe, another meter. Oh, yeah, this one's a button. My bad. This one's a button, and you can assign the button to do anything. My bad. I got that mixed up with these right here, the X and the Y, right? And you can use these and attach these to any parameter that you have available in your AUMs, or if you have it attached to any media that you're bringing into the system. Me personally, I have uses for them, but they just don't work for me. So far, I just want it to be as minimal as possible. I'm pretty close to ideal. It's gonna get better because I'm just gonna keep creating ideas. Um, so okay, individually, I just deleted those, right? For the rest, this is another XY pad, and then you can assign parameters to the XY pad. So I have another instance of Veloco. I can have the XY pad directly affect certain attributes of it. Tornado as well. I tried it with Tornado. It didn't really work the way I wanted to. I haven't tried it with Fly Tape, but it might work well with Fly Tape. And then yeah, Koala effects and Tornado. So these are AUVs that I already have purchased, and I'm just implementing through Loopy Pro. Loopy Pro does not provide the Loco, Tornado, Fly Tape, or Koala effects. You have to buy those. But I mean, these are totally worth your money. Totally worth your money. By the way, if you want this app, it's a free 7 day trial, and just experiment with it. Use your iPhone headphones and just go in. You don't need one of these. You don't need one of these. Just use what you have, and it works. It's an amazing app. All right, so we don't need that. Delete that joint. Now this is like for a sequencer, right? Or basically you can set it up in a way to where you can have one of your clips attached to the sequencer, and the sequencer will literally break your clip down into bits and pieces. So if I did the drums here and I applied it to the sequencer, I would have the kick, the snare, the hat, and everything organized for me, and I can play it on the spot live. That might be my next step, but that's not where I am right now, simply because I'm just so happy with the setup and I'm still learning it. Here's just, you can add text or font to whatever you have, which I did up at the top, just to let myself know what the hell I'm doing. So yeah, I have it just for all stop, all start. So same here with this button. I set the parameter on this button here to play and stop all clips. So when you open it up, you can go into your menu and you see here for press, it's going to ask you, what do you do with the input when you press it? And you have a long list here. You have all the actions you can do for your clips, or you can do color specific actions. So you can play and stop every clip that is blue, or play and stop every clip that is red, etc. I don't even think he has red on here. He has, like, he starts orange and goes all the way up. But yeah, enabling, you can turn on your effects with it too. So I have a couple of parameter sets where I can activate my effects, but the way I put it is I don't have to have it on the screen. All my effects can get activated from the MIDI. But if you don't have any MIDI or any controllers, anything like that, then you can actually make a button to do this effect. Hold on. You can make a button to pull up Veloco for you, right? So I have Veloco pulled up for myself. Let me fix something real quick. So yeah, I have Veloco. That sounds better. All right, so I have Veloco put up for myself, right? And you could actually set up a button to pull up Veloco for you. As a matter of fact, why won't I show you? Because that's the point of a tutorial, right? Let me show you something. You're basically learning as I'm learning. We're learning as a unit, as a family. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it together. All right, so give me a second. All right, so what I would do is, yeah, pull out a button, bam, and this is the button I want. Remember, you can change the size of it, whatever you want. You can extend it, boom. All right, so this big ass button right here actually could do what I want it to do. So we're gonna program it, boom. So what I wanted to do is when I press it, I want it to activate all the orange clips or something, right? So we're gonna go all the way down to play stop, boom. It's gonna ask what target, and I want the target to be a specific color. Bam. A specific color will be orange. Bam. Now, let's see. Whatever actions, just play stop. All the other settings, leave as you want it, because you really don't have to worry about it. It's just going to operate just like you would a normal button, right? So we're going to bring it back to normal. And then now, there you go. It's about to activate both my orange loops. So, but yeah. And another thing about how these loops are triggered, you see that it waited till it finished to stop the loop. Well, and it's gonna wait to play the loop once it starts again. If you have the loop playing and you're in that mode where it's about to end it, just press it again and it'll completely stop your loop. So you can have your loop running, and you see that like, oh, okay, you want your loop to end at a certain time, right? You want your loop to end right now, and you press the button, it's going to wait till the loop starts over again at the one, so you can just press it early or press it again and it'll completely stop the loop, which helps significantly if you're doing some live stuff. Or sometimes you might make a mistake and have a weird ass sound and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with it, it's sitting too loud, making too many noises. So you can, it's like, oh, I don't want to wait for that, just tap it twice and it'll go away. All right, so once again, we set the parameter for this to trigger all the orange ones. And what I do for myself personally, I just leave a little text for myself and basically write what I need for it. So text, orange clips. So yeah, boom, orange clips. Remember, you can change the size of it. So yeah, but yeah, orange clips. You put it on it. You know, put it on top of it, put it on the side of it, whatever you want to do with it, it's up to you. And I also believe you can change the color of it. Yeah, so you can change the color of the pad as well. So you could also have the edges of it be orange to remind you that, yeah, I want to just trigger all the orange ones. So once again, we bring it back to the main menu. Look, I just want to trigger all the orange ones. Perfect, right? Now you have this big ass orange block, and essentially you can control the orange ones. So let's say you don't want this anymore. It's like, okay, I get it. I like that. And I actually like that idea too. I was like, damn, I might have to do that myself. But anyway, so yeah, now that we have this here, what we want to do is actually we want to mass delete, because I want to delete this, I want to delete that, I want to delete all 8 of these. So what you can do is you can hold on the outside edge and then essentially just sweep over all of them, and you can hover over all of them and delete all of them. Bam. So that whole area has been deleted. All of it's gone. So what I want to do is I want to put some one shots in. I felt like I would be happier with some one shots, and maybe put 2 more XYs, but I'm not sure about that just yet. So maybe, yeah, probably have 4 pads and just have them there, and then have a few one shots. Maybe that's what I want to do. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I want 4 one shots, and I kind of want the visual to be like that, but I want them to be a little bit longer because I want to see the clip. Because when you activate one shot clips, hey, what the hell? So when you activate one shot clips, the smarter thing probably would have been to copy and move them both, but it's all good. Y'all learning with me. All right, so I got these 4 clips. Now I want to tell them what to do, right? They're all one shots, and I don't want to hold to play them, so I'm just making sure I'm looking at the parameters now. All right, so what are the playback settings? Boom. All right, hold to play. I don't want to hold to play. I want it to just play right when I start it, right? Record is with, if it's empty, that's what I want. Let's see, let's check the recording. Say, nah, we don't need any of those. All right, so out of there, boom. It's funny. This is what I think. I'm gonna try this real quick and see how the copy feature works, because I just wanted to do the same thing for each of these. So copy, paste, bam. There we go. We're gonna just paste these joints because they all have the same parameters and they all have the same action, and that'll work great. And then I think maybe maybe we could change the color. Let's change the color. I want the color to be purple. There you go. So now I want the color of all these to be purple. I'm going into the menu right here. Once again, just making the adjustments on the screen. There you go. Make these joints purple. I think I like it to be purple just so I can have a different row of information. And then let's see. Let's see, put 2 more pads on here. And I don't know what I want from these yet. I still don't know what I want from these yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to assign these to a filter if I can. I know that we can assign these to a filter. Has to rename it. Yeah. Let's see. I don't want it to be always on, because when it's always on, then it affects the whole thing. Well, shit. I just want to see what fly tape's like. Speed enable. All right, so what I just did was I went to fly tape, and now it's asking me what the X is going to do and what the Y is going to do. So when you're going left and right, that's the X. When you're going up and down, that's the Y, right? So what am I going to do when I move the pad from the left to the right here? And I wanted to change the speed. All right, so it's going to change the speed. And then this one, I want Y to change the lo-fi. And let's see how that sounds. Actually, no, maybe speed might sound bad. So let's see. Uh, hmm. Let's change it to warble. Warble. Let's see. Because we have warble enable, which would just automatically turn it on. And I'm trying to see what warble variation would do. So let's see what that'll do. I know lo-fi enable is just going to turn it straight to lo-fi mode. So let's see. We're going to run it back. So this is the pad that I just changed. Maybe I'll change the color for you guys so you know which one I did. We're going to make it red. All right. Red. The one we just fixed. This is the new example. All right. So it should change the speed based off of my instance of tape that's up here. Right. So it should have some type of adjustment to tape if this worked correctly. So let's see. Let's see. All right. That's lo-fi. And I'm not seeing anything happen with warble. All right, so warble isn't affected because I guess the variations are just the different menus. So maybe what it's saying is, yeah, the y-axis is just going through the menus. It's not doing anything but checking the different forms. That's funny. All right, so we don't want it to do that. So let's go into the editor again, bottom left, boom. Open up again. Now go to the x-axis, warble variation, and go to warble enable. Run that back. All the way back to the beginning. All right, so now, yeah, interesting. They both trigger, but depending on the direction you move, yeah. If I'm going up and down, we get this effect. If I go left and right, we get that effect. Let's see, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top. Yeah. So I see, yeah, you'd have to anchor it to one side and get your effect. Yep. So yeah, you'd probably have to work in an L shape for that. Yeah, that works. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then you'll get a mix in the middle. But yeah, I think that'd be better. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, so yeah, I see how that works, but that's not what I want. Then I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try something else with that later. But since we have this up here, I now have 4 pads I can work with and adjust the parameters to. Change it back to gray for my own visual aesthetic. And yeah, we're just gonna leave that as it is, and I will adjust all these parameters on my own later. But I just showed you basically how to change the way that you view your workstation. Your workstation can do essentially what you want it to do because it's customizable. So this might be my new setup for a little while. And what I would do is, all right. So right now I'm gonna make a new project out of this, or basically save this project and keep it as a template. So this one, the fucking random name. So this one's called Exotic Hospital. That's not the real name. We're gonna call this Loopy template example. Boom, save it. And there you have it. Now that's your template. So when you need it, go to the top left, go to your projects in the bottom left, and now you have it there. So I got Loopy template example, key template. So I got a few templates here. So everything's ready to go. Everything looks good. What else do I need? Okay, so yeah, now we have our one shots. We recorded our these are our one shots now. So we have our loops, and what a loop would do is you beatbox into it and it's gonna run it back. But a one shot is you can just do some weird ass noise and let's see. Bam. Now I can access that whenever I got the beat running or something like that. Just you can throw your one shot in whenever you want to. So yeah. And I was just seeing if I could actually somehow loop what I was doing with the one shot into a loop, and it didn't loop. So I was just checking that real fast. So yeah, one thing I do want to see is for the one shot, don't make them extra long because if you want to stop them, if you tap it again, it's just gonna run it back. But yeah, and it's gonna run it back. So don't make them extra long. Or what I like to do with these, or what I wanted to do with the one shots, is essentially just have something quick, something to keep your attention. I want to see if I can run Koala through there and run a sample into it. So yeah, this is my instance of Koala that I have on here. If you're not familiar with Koala, get Koala. This is that app. This is that app. I'm telling you, it's an amazing sampler, very reminiscent to the SP404, and I don't know, it makes everything better. Koala sampler makes everything better, and that's word. So yeah, straight here once again. Got all my drums. All right, so yeah, and then just yeah, random samples.
Very troubling.
So what I wonder if I can do right now in front of you guys, this is gonna be kind of a practice. But let's see. Put a dub on it. Put a little delay on it. I always like a reverse on there, a quick one, and then yeah, yeah. What did I want to do? Oh yeah. So yeah, for the one shot.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, now when I got this going on, when I got all this action going on,
Okay.
you got it in the background now. You can add it to your sound. Yeah, so that works. I feel like it's a perfect way to just add more layers to it. So the best option I feel like I could make. Actually, it's funny. I could add two more, and since we're here, I'm gonna show you how easy this is. I just want to show you the ease of how this works. I'm gonna move this up just a pinch up, just a pinch up. Move my setup just a pinch up, and this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add two more. Oh, okay. I get it. We a little tight in space. Yeah, we're just gonna go all the way up then. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Come on in. You can move in with us. There we go. Look at that. Now I got another one shot. Now I got six one shots. I got six one shots. And guess what? I just adjusted my template, so I'm gonna save my template again. Boom. All right, so next time I open this up, I can go straight to the projects and go straight to Loopy template example, and there you go. I got my whole setup now. I got everything to go. Let me see. Let me show you the other templates just while we're here. While we're here, let me show you the other templates. All right, so I'm gonna go to projects and I'm opening sample projects and 8x8 scenes by Mike Tyson because he's the developer of the app. So let's just open that one up. Come on, app, don't look bad while I'm showing you off. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think it might have froze. Don't freeze. All right, never mind. I can't show you that. Uh, but yeah. So yeah, this is another template, and look, this thing don't even look normal to me. And we'll get into the sequencer and other stuff later, and we'll get into the mixer in a second if we got time. What time is it? 23 minutes. Yeah, let's get into the mixer. But after I showed you this, so this is another template. Let me pull up another template. Uh, RC505 esque. I guess it takes a second to load, but yeah. And essentially, I'm telling you, this app is streamlined, man. Everything this thing does is like it just brings greater ease to the looping thing, man. It's funny because I've only started looping and I realized how it works with the original Loopy HD, and then this one just took it up a whole just another level, just another level. Oh come on, Loopy, I'm trying to show you off. Loopy Pro is still new, so remember that. I think it's only been out maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple weeks. All right, so you don't want to load your template? That's fine. That's fine. Just load mine then. Load the one we made. All right. All right. I guess Loopy just wants me to show you what I got. All right, cool. And then look, here's another adjustment I want to make, right? You know, you see it says all start, all clear all and all that. You can move the letters as well. You can move them around, you can rearrange them. To me, I like a good visual aesthetic. Bam. Yeah, just put it on the button. That's excellent. Yeah, good visual aesthetic right there. Bam. Now I know what these buttons do with no questions at all. So yeah, get in there. Get in there. All right, so yeah, boom. Oh hell no, that's slanted as shit. Oh well. All right, so yeah, I'll handle that later. But yeah, so once again, I know what everything does,
Okay.
and I also know that if you do all start, all stop, that these two will be in it. So the best thing for me to do is either find they have these things really be short, or find a way for them to not get triggered by this button. So yeah. All right, let's get to it. And then yeah, I just to delete something, long swipe. Long swipe will delete it, and it'll completely remove it out. So yeah, there you go. Let's get into the mixer real quick before I do anything, and then we'll do the sequencer in another video because the sequencer is pretty cool too. It gets elaborate. So yeah, right off the bat, bottom left, if you hit the mixer, it'll bring up the mixer. And what it'll show you essentially is the colors. Each of the colors have their own sound to them, or their own row. So all the orange has its own channel for the sound to come through. We have the main channel, and then my microphone is the 1-2 channel, and everything that I'm doing through the 1-2 channel, I have to have effects on. So if you want effects on which you have sound coming through, then you have to pull up on the the extended menu. When you extend the menu, essentially you can add effects and VSTs, or sorry, AUVs for iPad users or whatever, right? So in this case, I have myself the instance of Veloco, Tornado, Koala Effects, and another instance of Tornado after all of that, just to make sure that I have all the effects I need when I'm doing my show, to have all these running, and they all go through the microphone. So when they go through the microphone, I can have this channel go through any channel I want to. I can have this channel go through Koala, and I can have all the vocals go into it and make a beat out of what I'm doing. There's so many options, but what I did was I have the vocal in one area, one channel, and I have the Koala on its own channel, and I have an instance of a Moog that I mentioned in the last video. I have a Moog Model D. Um, Beautiful, beautiful synth, beautiful synth. It's just very powerful. It's very powerful, and it causes my iPad to go crazy. So yeah, can't even get this joint to play. But yeah, so why can't I get this joint to play? All right, and I have chord jam on here just to to get my chords in order so that I can, because I'm not looking for long runs to play. I'm looking for quick blasts of chords to have the sound just kind of to sprinkle you with some sound here and there. But I don't use it simply because it's too much for Loopy Pro right now. And I think just after a couple of updates it'll work out, because I don't know why it's so CPU intensive, but it is. So yeah, I have these mute right now just to save CPU. And then I kind of practice to myself and see if I can make it work. But so far, I haven't been able to get it to work in a way that I can do it live and it's not distracting for you guys. Um, what else? Yeah, so everything on that end is just, this is how you can run all your effects and stuff. So I have an instance of Koala on the main channel just so I can make things happen. I guess they're not working out for some reason, but yeah, so I can stop the entire beat if I need to. There we go. I can stop the entire beat if I need to. I can affect the entire beat if I need to, and all these effects will do that. So if I have all my beats running at the same time, you will hear the effects specifically for this area. All this shit that I'm doing on this end can be affected by this guy. So every sound I make can be turned and muted, broken, lo-fied, all of it. But I can't loop what I do here back into the loops yet until I figure out how to do that. Because I'm trying to find a way to, if I wanted to start like this and to run that into the loop without having this on here. I could just have it on here, but I don't want it on here. You know what I mean? I want it to kind of affect what I've created in total and then run it back into the looper. But I haven't done that yet. I haven't been able to get that right, but it comes with practice. So with all that being said and done, the mixer is completely magical. One of the things that I do want, and I don't know if this is available or not, but on the other Loopy, you could MIDI to record to any open loop, and I can't find this option on here for some reason. and I don't know. I'm not bad at this. I thought it would be a way to adjust your clip settings, right? If you can, I don't know. I gotta find this thing. I can't find it. I just can't find it. Record if empty, sure, but I had it set up on Loopy HD to where I can just tap a button and record from wherever I am. I don't have to see this at all. I would just know that there's four open slots left and I can fill them with sound. So I'm trying to find a way to get that to work to just to immediately activate the next open or clear clip. But I don't know why I can't find this option. It's just not in here. But I know the previous Loopy has it. So when I find it, it'll work out. But yeah, so that's what I have for you guys, man. And yeah, as far as the sequencer, I think I want to do the sequencer in another video because I still need to explore with it. It's essentially kind of like Ableton. It's like the closest thing you're gonna get to an Ableton experience, um, in a portable format to me. So yeah, I think that works really well. So yeah, I'll come back with that. Until then, yeah, I'm gonna roll out of here. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about Loopy HD or anything in that regard, I'll do whatever I can to help you, and show you how I got my setup going. Because I want to help rappers do this. I want to see more rappers like actually killing it and doing this shit. I want to inspire and push everybody to kind of push into this, like push this into a really dope hip hop direction. You know I am, man. All right, guys. So appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here. Like and subscribe and do all that other shit. I'm Andre Gainer, and don't forget where the art is.